everyone!
Hi! So today is Monday and we had an interesting Sunday yesterday.
Oh yes, we had, because we went foraging.
Yes.
We went to a forest. It was about 50 minutes from where we live. We had to go there by public transportation actually, because we live in the middle of a city and there is not that much forest, or at least not that much forest where you would like to collect some plants and eat them afterwards. So we had to go a little bit farther, but it was worth the trip, I think.
We woke up early and we had a healthy Sunday, at least the morning.
Yes.
And we got a lot of fresh, pure air.
Oh really?
And
so much oxygen.
It was refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say. So we are only starting now this foraging learning.
Yeah, it's so much to learn, we realized.
It's a lot. Because we even brought home some plants that we were not sure if they are edible or not, because they looked edible. And so we both have been investigating and do some research on
the plants we got, where we were unsure, but it wasn't easy to find an answer to these questions. I mean, I even have a book about edible wild plants, but there are still so many plants which look alike, and wow, this is tough, really. So
it's not easy. So we even throw away some of the plants that we collect, because we tried them and it was
a weird bitter
very
taste.
Bitter and
probably toxic.
Probably toxic.
We didn't want to take a risk.
No. And now we will be more careful. We don't want to be eating something that we are really not sure if they are edible. So we got some chickweed,
of which we were sure that they are edible.
Yes, you can
they were
see,
easy to identify actually, after a while at least.
Very easy. And you can see a bit closer. You see the leaves are a little bit pointy. So this is a good characteristic.
Yes. And this one is not chickweed, by the way. This is one of the plants.
And this is one of the plants that we are not sure of what it is.
Yes, if you know, you can let us know.
It looks like parsley.
It smells really
good. It smells very good. It smells like parsley, but more intense. It's really good, very fresh, really.
Yes,
it's really.
It very much smells like.
But there was
green.
So much of this, and we cannot find in the internet or anywhere what could this be. I mean, even looking for wild parsley, it was very hard to find any information on wild parsley, and we were wondering if this is wild parsley or something that it's imitating. But I mean, it imitates the smell and everything. So. Unfortunately, I think we will not eat it.
Yeah, and if you know something about it, if you noticed, it has little hairs on the leaves. That might be a clue to what it could be, because this is, don't you see that little hairs? It's hairy. The leaves are a little bit hairy. Well, if you know something, let us know.
Please. Because we got a lot of these, because they smell so good.
Yes.
So
but now we don't dare to eat them.
Yes.
So it's a pity. And we also got Spitzwegerich. I only know the German name, I'm sorry. But this is also edible and very good for everything.
And we got also Dandelion. Now here you only see
a small sample.
A small sample, but you can see the root. The root is big.
Part of the root.
And the root is also very healthy. With dandelion you can eat everything. You can eat the leaves, the flowers. Also now there are no flowers. The stem and the roots. So you can eat everything. And now we are having just
coconuts.
A little bit of
fresh coconut water. Cheers, chin chin, or whatever you say.
We are going to our belly dancing class,
and we need to be strong for this, so we allow ourselves a coconut.
So good. I just love coconut water. So we found this. Shana found this
during the summer in an Asian market, and I was so lucky that I found a place where I could buy young Thai coconuts, because They are not at all common in Germany. You have to order them from abroad if you want to have some. And this was really such big luck to find a
very good finding.
A source. They really supplement our eating very well. I mean, it's much more variety. We can do much more recipes with fresh coconuts, and we're so happy.
And they are just good, really. And they cost like €1.70. So
that's really cheap.
It's very cheap.
If you would order them, they would be like €6 or €7 one coconut.
That's crazy.
And that's crazy, really. We couldn't afford that like this. And
so this was a very good finding.
Mm-hmm.
And so also, I think maybe, I don't know if it was the oxygen from yesterday, I made a decision that I will do a raw food challenge for 30 days, starting today. So today I only ate raw. Because I felt that after the holidays, after vacation, it was very hard for me to go back to raw food, which is weird because in summer I felt great.
It was easier for you to
start.
do so. Mm-hmm.
So it was worst now, after eating also cooked food, to go back to only raw. Again. Because the cravings were more difficult to handle. And desires were also more difficult, and yes, I decided.
I think the motivation is really different when you're doing it for a second or third time. Doing it the first time is there you have the most motivation, but well, whenever you get off track, you have to do it again, and so you have to keep up the motivation somehow.
Mm-hmm. So my motivation will be the 30-day challenge. So I need a challenge.
And how do you plan?
I need to have a goal. Yes, like a limit. So I know that for 1 month I will be raw. So starting today.
And how are you planning to do it? Anything special you want to include, or anything you want to do every day? Is there anything?
No, nothing special.
Not a plan yet.
No.
So
I will try to do some recipes, but only some, because I really want to get rid of the recipes a little bit, because that takes too much work for me. It's too much work, and like I with my life and with the work and things that I have to do, it's hard for me to keep up and have time to do all these recipes and all these things. So I will try to get used to eat raw in a different way, so more natural, without keep it simple without olive oils and without too much complicated recipes. So keep it simple. Yes, I will try to do more like this.
Okay. And I decided, because first I have to tell you, I read a very interesting book from Natalia Rose. I think it's her latest book. It's called Detox for Women, a new approach to radiant health and a sleek body, or something like this. I'm not sure about the title at the moment, but it was very informative because it focuses especially on the female body, and it's also a very gentle approach to raw food, I think, because she sets up a 4-week program for detox. I mean, she focuses on detox also, but for women who were eating normally before, or also eating raw, it suits everyone, she says, I think. And her idea is that you should leave out fruits completely for a month in order to fight the yeast or candida, which is very common nowadays, apparently, especially under women or for women. And so this is why she advises not to eat fruit for at least a while, so that this state of yeast can get back to normal, or I don't know how else to describe it. And she also allows you to eat steamed vegetables, raw goat cheese, fish if you want to, eggs, or even other cooked food, but only optional, only if really necessary, like when you're in a social situation and you want and need to bend your eating a little bit. Otherwise, it consists mainly of salads, a green juice every morning. This is sacred in this program. And also the sweetener, she only uses stevia as a sweetener, because she says every other sweetener like agave or honey, they are feeding the yeast, so she also cuts these two products out. And what else? Yeah, if you really have to, you could also add some millet or buckwheat or quinoa, because these grains are the least bad grains. But if you don't have to, you should still leave them out, I think. And I found her book very reasonable, and this is why I now want to try it. I really want to try her program. She set up plans for every day, for 30 days, what you should eat, and she also gives you the recipes, and I will try to stick to that program closely, and then I will report how it is going.
We can make like then a comparison, yes?
Yes.
So I will go raw, and I will follow more like a normal raw food diet.
Mm-hmm.
With fruits, of course, a lot of fruits, and yes.
And I will follow a different diet, which is mainly raw, but also includes some cooked things, but in very minimum amounts.
And you will avoid fruit then?
And I will avoid fruit, except for lemons, because they are always on the salad dressings. But I will tell you more about this diet while I'm doing it, I think, because it's
this is cool, because then you can compare after.
That's really cool. But for me, I also want to do it the 30 days, for 30 days.
Yes.
But for me today is already day 3, I decided, because on Saturday I started with a fasting day, and so I am already on day 3 now, so just that you know. But we can compare then. And it will be very interesting, I think, because it's for me, this program is a completely new approach to raw food. I never tried to do it the slow way. I always wanted to do 100% immediately, and maybe slow detox is better for me. I will find out, and I will let you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see.
Yes,
what,
and maybe it's also better for me, but then I will see from
Yes.
your experience, so we can compare
Yes.
how we will feel. And so my skin is not better, which is very upsetting, very upsetting. And it got a little bit better when I came to Germany, but because I started to eat more raw food again. But it's still not okay, and I really want to get rid of this and to get with clean skin again. And I don't know, how are you feeling now after the fasting also?
Yes, after the fasting, I had the feeling that my breathing issues were getting worse, actually. I mean, during the last week, they got a little bit better. I had the feeling, or my body got used to cooked food again, or I don't know what really happened. But now that I started to fast on Saturday, and now being raw again, or at least mainly raw, with except for the things Natalia Rose allows, my breathing issues were getting worse. But maybe they have to get worse before they get better. At least this is what I hope. And I will let you know. But no, there's nothing else I can tell you now at the moment. Yeah, what a pity.
Yes, we just hope that after this 30-day challenge that
we are back to normal again, at least, and better, hopefully.
Yes, and just like we want to feel again, like we felt in summer.
Exactly.
For these 2 weeks.
Yes, and also to have more energy. Because yesterday I was unbelievably tired. It was amazing. At 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I felt like I could go to bed immediately and fall asleep. Maybe it was because of the oxygen in the woods. But
together with the detox already?
Yes.
From the fasting?
Yes, I think it was more the detox probably. But also the fresh air, I think it also makes us tired. Because we are not so used to it, maybe.
Mm-hmm. But it's very good. I have to say, I will try to do that more often. Go to get some fresh air,
yes,
and really be among trees and
so
among
nice.
the woods, because I felt better. Yes, I was very tired. I didn't sleep much from Saturday to Sunday, and but anyway, when I arrived home, I had color in my cheeks, and I had I had energy. Yes, although I was feeling tired of not sleeping. I could feel that it was good for me. It was good. So I do want to get some more oxygen. I think oxygen is very important. It's underrated. Yes.
I think so too. Well,
yes, and so we will make a movie soon and tell you about our progress.
about
Yes?
our challenges.
Bye bye.